welcome to the Unitarian Universalist congregation in Eau Claire, Wisconsin for our Sunday morning meditation. I am the Reverend Julianne Lepp, and it is Spring Forward Sunday, and I don't know about you, but it was definitely a wake up early for me, and that's a new change. It reminds me that spring is coming and things are warmer, though in Wisconsin spring takes a little bit longer for many of us. So I'm going to start us off today with some opening words. And we gather in reverence before the wonder of life, the wonder of this moment, the wonder of being together, so close yet so far apart, each hidden in our own secret chamber, each listening, each trying to speak, yet none fully understanding, none fully understood. We gather in reverence before all of life, before intangible things that eyes see not, nor ears can detect, that hands can never touch, that space cannot hold and time cannot measure. These are the words of Sophia Lyon-Fahs. She was an early Unitarian who helped with religious education and recognizing children as having inherent worth and dignity, and really developing their programs. I'm going to light our chalice this morning. In our 10 o'clock service, we'll actually be talking about lessons from Christianity, and Unitarian Universalism has 6 sources and open to many more that we draw from. And one of those is the Christian tradition. Maybe you can hear my crackling candle here. Particularly in the Christian tradition, the idea of universalism is very strong. That idea that people have inherent worth and dignity, that a loving God would not condemn people to, this hellfire and damnation idea. And I think that's morphed over time into this idea that, that in Unitarian Universalism we have many different beliefs, and that love holds us. And as the song, Love is All Around Us, that I've been hearing online quite a bit from our member Laura Getz and others. And it's true, that idea that we are held in this sacred sense of love. And with that, before we start our time of meditation, I wanted to share this little story, and it's called You Be Glad at That Star. Several years ago, and shortly after twilight, our 3.5-year-old tried to gain his parents' attention to a shining star. The parents were busy with time and schedules, the irritabilities of the day, and other worthy preoccupations. Yes, we see the star. Now I'm busy, don't bother me. On hearing this, the young one launched onto the front porch door, fixed us with a fiery gaze, and said, "You be glad at that star." I will not forget this incident or his perfect words. It was one of those rare moments when you get everything you need for the good of your soul: reprimand, disclosure, and blessing. It was especially good for me, that surprising moment, because I am still one who responds automatically and negatively to the usual exhortations to pause and be more appreciative of life, unquote. Fortunately, I was caught off guard. There is a notion that has some truth in it, that we cannot command joy, happiness, and appreciation and fulfillment. We do not engineer the seasons of the soul, but enjoy the quality of mood of another. And yet I believe that there is a vision and imperative: you be glad at that star. And if we cannot impel ourselves into some sort of stellar gladness, we could at least clean the dust off of our lens, and we can appreciate the world for persons and stars and breathing and taste of the incalculable gift of every day. though which an increased awareness is more likely to open up the skies and for us and our children. It is not always the great evils that obstruct and waylay our joy. It is our unnecessary and undignified surrender to petty enemies, and I suggest that it is our duty to scheme against them and make them go away with time and schedules, our irritabilities of the day, and other worthy preoccupations. Matters more subtle and humane should command our lives. You be glad at that star. So I like that one. To be reminded to pause and to see the beauty in the world, to notice things. And so as we settle into a time of meditation, I invite you to think about how you're feeling in your body, the things that you notice. And as you settle into the quiet, you don't have to focus on those. You can just feel them and let them pass through you. And try and still your mind, quiet your breath, and feel the love that surrounds you in this moment. I invite you now into a time of meditation. Take some deep cleansing breaths, releasing that which you want to let go. Breathing in what you want to bring into your body and into your time this morning. Perhaps peace, patience, and love. And gently open your eyes, carrying that sense of peace and quietude with you as you are in this moment of being held with love. Part of our connection with breath and with compassion and love is to be a part of something, whether we're part of nature around us, part of relationships with ourselves and others. And it reminded me of that when I read this reading by Marnie Harmony, and it's called I Say It Touches Us. I say that it touches us, that our blood is seawater and our tears are salt, that the seed of our body is scarcely different from the same cells in a seaweed, and that the stuff of our bones is like the coral. I say that the tide rolls in on us, whether we like it or no, and in the sands of time keep running their intended course. I say that we have to go down to the wave's trough to find ourselves, and then ride her swell until we can see beyond into our neighbor's eye. I say that we shall never leave the harbor if we do not hoist the sail. I say that we have got to walk the waves as well as solid ground. I say that anyone who goes without consciousness of this will remain chained to a rusty anchor. May we find this in our journey. Amen. So that image of the rusted anchor, that we are anchoring ourselves down when we are not connected to that awareness, to that feeling of aliveness and connection with the rest of the world. I know that when I am feeling connected, I feel less alone, I reach out, I am healthier. And when I am down, I isolate and all those other things. And so even in these quiet moments of meditation, we are centering inward, but we're also recognizing our connection to our breath, to this life, and to love. So I'm going to close this time together with these words. Hold on to what is good, even if it is a handful of earth. Hold on to what you believe, even if it is a tree which stands by itself. Hold on to what you must do, even if it is a long way from here. Hold on to my hand, even when I am far away from you. So may you reach out and reach in, finding peace on this Sunday of spring forward. It's harder to wake up and move around the world, but thank you for joining me this morning. I'm wishing you love and peace, and I hope you'll join our 10 a.m. service, and have a beautiful day. Namaste, my friends.